Today on Mina Studio, how to use MainStage to run your electric guitars. Welcome to Mina Studio, everybody. My name is Nathan. With me, as always, is my tech director and resident metalhead, Ronald. So today we're going to talk about using MainStage to run your electric guitars in worship. And this is part of a 4-part series about MainStage and how to use it for worship. So we talked about keys and electric drums. Now we're talking about electric guitar, and then next week we will talk about running backing tracks from MainStage. So this week is electric guitar. So let's get right to it. This is just a sampling of the kind of things you can do with MainStage for an electric guitar. This isn't an in-depth tutorial or anything like that. There are tons of those online if you want to get more into MainStage. Let's get right into it. Here is the MainStage setup for electric guitar. This is just the stock template for electric guitar that comes with MainStage, and it's really nice. You have your amp head and effects knobs up here, your controls. And then down here you have a tap tempo for if you have a delay that uses a tempo. You can see here I'm tapping. This is your master volume. And then finally over here, this is really nice, you have your tuner. You can see here, nice and big, works really well. Looks like pretty good. Then just tap again to get out of that. So we will start with some clean sounds here. This first one is Brit and clean. Get it? Brit and clean, like British and bright. Yeah, you got it. So this is Brit and clean. So that is Brit and clean. Pretty good. Not a very bassy sound, but it's a good clean sound. All right, let's go to another one. Very similar, Amazing Tweed. I just wish I was a ska guitarist, but I never was. That's Amazing Tweed. Sounds really good. So I'm going to compare these two real quick so you can hear just the subtle differences. So very similar sounding, but also very different sounding. These are just two of the many clean sounds you have. So they're all different like that, and you can get kind of a really good sound for your guitar by just scrolling through them. And of course you're going to go in and adjust any part of the sound you like as well. And on that note, I do want to show you the Pedalboard, which is really nice. So when you're actually going into MainStage and adjusting the individual sounds, in your effects presets on your channel strip here, you have a Pedalboard and amp that are going to be the main things for guitar. So you can see here is a Pedalboard, virtual Pedalboard, and all these pedals over here on the side you can choose from. So if I wanted to add a, I don't know, phaser to that, I could do so. See, I have a phaser there now. I don't really want a phaser, so I'm going to drag that back. Or I want some fuzz, maybe. Definitely don't want that. But as you can see, you can add your own pedals and make your own pedal board, which is really nice. And then of course you can also choose your amp and your speaker and where the mic is placed and what kind of mic it is. So you can do a lot here. You can just, I could change it to a silver face combo, or all of these are different amp heads. And I could also change the cab, black face, 1, 10, silver face, tweed, all kinds of stuff. And then I can go over here. I can change what kind of microphone it's using. You can see there. So maybe I want a condenser, and then I can move it around. where do I want the condenser? So as you can see, you can play around a lot with this and you can get all kinds of sounds just by going to the amp and pedal board and messing around. But if you don't want to do that, it does come with tons of presets as well, and then you can just kind of modify those presets. So let's keep going on the presets. It's kind of some more different sounds you can get. So here's a clean echo, so this is clean with some delay on it. Whoops, my bad, played that wrong. So there's clean echoes. Here's even more delay on a clean setting. So some clean presets, or patches is what they're called on MainStage. Now let's go to a couple crunchy ones. So here's Deluxe Blues. That's kind of a very thin sound, if you will. And here's a kind of another low crunch sound I like to use for like full chords. Here's a crunchier sound of the delay on it. This is kind of what you hear in a lot of lead lines of modern worship music, is a similar sound to this. And again, you can adjust those things. Like, that's too much delay for my taste, so I would go in, I would turn down the delay settings on that so I didn't have as much repeats on it. You can adjust all of that stuff. And then of course, finally, you might not use this quite as much, but if you're a metalhead like Ronald, it's got nice metal settings too. I'm not a metalhead, but so that's some of what you can do with MainStage. Probably won't use that last one in worship, although if you do, you should invite me to your church because it sounds pretty awesome. Thank you so much for joining me. Hope these MainStage videos have been helpful for you. And if they have, please subscribe to Mina Studio to see more videos just like this. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you back here next week.